What's up guys, Evrelia here. This is a point of view guide to help you defeat Wind Lord Mel'jarak. Now I'm recording this guide on heroic difficulty. If you're doing normal difficulty, most of what I say is going to apply, but it's going to be a little bit different about how you handle things. Now basically on this fight, everyone says, oh go Demo, Demo's AoE is so amazing. And yes, Demo is very, very strong on AoE, but you need more than just AoE, you need very snappy bursts during his weakness phases. Affliction, for all intents and purposes, on this fight is only about 5% behind Demonology overall. And to be honest, a well-played Affliction is going to do way, way more than a badly played Demonology. As you'll see in this video, I end up on top of the DPS even though there is a Demonology Warlock in the raid. So what I'm doing on this fight, there's two distinct phases. There's killing the ads, and then there's burning the boss. When we're killing the ads, all I'm doing is I'm using Soulburn Soul Swap on one target, the boss, and then I'm using a Soulburn Seed of Corruption on that target, so it explodes instantly, getting corruption on every target, and then I'm spamming Seed of Corruption on that target and on other targets, just spread out enough so that I'm not ever overwriting my Seed of Corruptions, making sure that I can keep my dots on those targets to cause the Seed of Corruptions to detonate instantly. I'm never ever hard casting my dots, I'm just spamming Seed of Corruption in this phase and using shards for Soulburn Soul Swap as required. Now this fight also has a burn phase if you're on heroic difficulty. And during this burn phase you take 600% extra damage, so this is going to be a huge amount of your DPS. Now you can peak with Bloodlust, you can peak at 450k DPS during the burn phases if you do it right. Now when a burn phase is coming up, what I'm going to do before the burn phase occurs when a group of ads dies. So if I see a group of ads on very low health, I'm going to start preparing. Now here you can see the ads, they're on about 40 million HP, so they're not going to die just yet, but they are getting close. So I'm casting Seed of Corruption just to get my corruptions up, and then I'm going to start stocking up my shards as much as possible without causing my DPS to drop. I will use a shard for Soulburn Seed of Corruption if I need to keep my corruptions ticking. You never want to let your corruptions fall off. So as I see they're starting to run out here, so I do one Soulburn Seed of Corruption just to keep the corruptions rolling. Mobs are nearly dead, so you want to pop your Doom Guard before they die with your Doom Guard targeting the boss. Use a potion, make sure all your dots are on the boss, and start your haunts. Make sure you're saving Dark Soul for the burn phase. So it's all about preparation for the burn. But when the ads die, you want to have your Doom Guard up already, you want to have all your dots on the target, and if possible you want to have a haunt up on him too, ready to start the burn, so that as soon as he becomes weak, you can just start Malefic Grasping. You do not need to recast your dots after he is weak. They will update automatically. Dots update automatically with debuffs. So you can just spam Malefic Grasp, keep up Haunt, don't ever let Haunt fall off, recast it when there's about 3 or 4 seconds left, and the travel time should make it perfect timing. Use Soulburn Soul Swap to keep your dots ticking on him during the phase, and just spam Malefic Grasp. The more ticks of Malefic Grasp you get during this phase, the more DPS you're going to do on this fight. Then as soon as that burn is over, do another Soulburn Seed of Corruption on the boss, that explodes instantly, and you've got corruption ticking on every mob. Then you just spam Seed of Corruption. Obviously, as you can see, I'm clicking on the frames above them to change the target of Seed of Corruption. The only reason that I'm doing this is because obviously if you cast Seed of Corruption twice in a row on the same target, if it doesn't explode instantly, you're just going to be overwriting your casts, and that's a waste of DPS. During the separate phases, even though I'm doing 450k during the burn, I'm still sustaining 320k plus DPS just with the Seed of Corruptions. Before the first burn, you're probably looking at around 200k DPS, something like that. But it's just a sustained fight. The other thing is that Seed of Corruption uses a lot of mana, so make sure that you are life tapping at opportune moments. That means when there's a burn phase coming up, obviously you want to be at full mana for the burn. Obviously don't life tap when the boss is about to do his Rain of Blades, because that's going to cause some issues with your healers. Remember to use your cooldowns during Rain of Blades if required, and definitely save your Dark Souls for the burns. You can see when they're coming up, keep an eye on their health, and every time a mob's about to die, as a mob's about to die here, I'm starting to DPS the boss even before they're dying. It's better to get your damage rolling on it straight away, because those seconds are very, very important. Depending on how fast you kill the first wave of mobs at the start, will determine if you can use Dark Soul on the pull. If you're killing the first wave of mobs before your Dark Soul cooldown is up, then don't use it on the pull. If it takes longer to kill them than the cooldown of Dark Soul, then by all means use it on the pull. That's something that you'll have to figure out based upon your guild's DPS. But just make sure you're prepared for each of the burns. Remember to use potions during the burns. If pick one that you're going to use the burn during. If there's going to be a burn below 20%, then the below 20% one is going to be the best time to use your potion. And just make sure you're prepared for those burns. Keep up corruption on as many targets as possible using Soulburn Seeded Corruption, and then spam Seeded Corruptions on the targets, and you'll do really high DPS on this fight on Heroic. On Normal, it's the exact same strategy, except during the first phase when you're killing all the ads, you're just going to be spamming Seeded Corruption all the time. Keep up Soulburn Soul Swap on one target to keep your dots ticking. Soulburn Seeded Corruption, that same target to get corruption on every mob, and then just spam Seeded Corruption. Spam, 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 spam. And use the shards you get for more Soulburn Soul Swaps and more Soulburn Seeded Corruptions. And you can do, on Heroic, you can do 400k DPS here, no problem. Okay guys, if you like this guide, remember to subscribe, comment and rate, and check out some of my other PvE guides, or watch me live on twitch.tv/Evrelia.